Hey guys, I'm going to be showcasing my new collection of mods today for Hearthfire. So I'm going to start with the outdoors here. And you're going to find that cows can now be milked. A little animation plays. Now this is actually a script that another modder made, and he just offered it up as a community resource. So I just implemented it into my mod. It's actually for Skyrim LE. There may be somebody who did it in SE, but I'm not sure. Also, this is just part of my immersive needs mod. You don't necessarily have to use my mod with it, but it allows you to get water from a little well that I placed out here by your house. And now I'm going to go inside and show you the new lighting. The lighting was inspired by a Hearthfire lighting overhaul mod that exists in Skyrim SE. And I heavily inspired my mod from that mod, but I did build my mod from scratch. And I was in conversation with the owner of that mod, talking out what I was doing and stuff, and got his permission. Since it was inspired by his, it doesn't use any of his assets, so it's more just, I wanted to make sure that he was comfortable with me utilizing stuff like that. So one of the things that I also did is I created a alchemy nook. So I'm going to just build everything. And right here, the display case on low table. The display case on low table now will have 3 alchemy pouches in it, and it's also right where you build the alchemy table, or the alchemy lab. So it's just going to make this nice little nook inside the main hall, so you don't necessarily need a dedicated alchemy wing, and there's a reason for that. And every single house is going to have this, by the way, and every single house will build this. It builds just with vanilla, which is awesome, and it's compatible with everything. If you already have this stuff already built, like this table and stuff already built, you're going to have to use the other version of my mod. I'll be offering up 2 versions, one for somebody who hasn't built the stuff and hasn't started the game and is on a new game, and somebody who has started the game and is on an existing game. If you're on an existing game, this will just automatically exist. The rug, the table, and then the 3 pouches in this thing here. They're all gonna just automatically exist. And I put a little strong box in here too, so you can put your strong potions in there. But yeah, as you can see, the lighting, I think it looks phenomenal. I really like, I did some choice place lights for shadowed light, and the light is actually based off of ELFX for interiors and stuff. So it's gonna feel like it's natural to ELFX. And then here, I'm really, really proud of this. I think this is actually pretty cool. You can build these bookshelves. It just makes basically a study in the back room. Before it was kind of like a kitchen, I guess you could say. So you build these bookshelves, and every single house has this too. And as you build it and spend the resources, they'll actually build like it's part of vanilla. Again, this is something that you have to build them. It has to be on a new game. If it's on an existing game, I'm going to have a specific version of the mod that just has the stuff already built, so it will work on an existing game, because you won't be able to build this stuff on an existing game. It will only be able to be built on a new game. That's just how the Hearthfire scripts work. So we just keep on building. Lights up there. You get that dagger rack that it was always there. I added 2 of these weapon racks here, so you'll have like some weapons you can place on the doors there. Nice little weapon rack in the back. You got a bunch of books here, and there's books on this shelf here with some lavender. Map of the world. Now this is actually inspired by a Skyrim LE mod that turned this into a library. I rebuilt it from scratch and did it myself. I wasn't able to get permissions from the author, although I did try and communicate to them and ask them. But I built it from scratch. It's all my own work, so it's totally fine. So there, I just built this safe as well. But yeah, like I said, I'm heavily influenced by the maker of the mod that for the Skyrim LE that turned this into a library. I kind of did my own take on everything. It's just my own unique take of that idea. But all the shelves are working. Works great with that, it's like an unlimited bookshelf overhaul or something like that. So you can put like potions and alchemic ingredients in this and then like do the rest for books and stuff. And then the last thing I did is in the back here, I turned this into an armory. And this is actually assets from a mod in Skyrim LE that is not an SC as well. I did get the permissions from the author as well. And I just made a ton of improvements on this one. But it's backroom armory for Falkreath only. It's pretty cool. I really like how this guy like laid everything out. I made it so that you can build literally any wing here for the north wing, and it will always build this. It will always come out correct. So it's foolproof. You're not gonna run into any issues. So that's pretty cool. And the other thing I did is I made it so that you can make butter. So here, we'll just make all this stuff really quick. So you'll see this butter churner. Now I got my milk from the cow earlier, so now I just need salt. And then if you have salt and you have milk, you can go to the butter churner and activate it, and if you have those items in your inventory, you'll get butter out of it. And it comes with a little sound effect and stuff. It's just a little script that I created myself. And then I also made it so that you can craft various kinds of fermented honey, and you can use that to make various types of mead. So here we can add some juniper berries to the honey, and then I have a version that doesn't require my needs mod. With my needs mod, you have to have my water from my needs mod, but I have a version that doesn't require my water as well. So you could use it with anything. But yeah, you can craft these fermented various drinks and stuff, fermented honeys, and make them into various types of drinks. Now, first off, I'm going to go over here and get that butter. Plays that nice little sound effect. You get that jug of milk removed, the salt removed, and butter was added. So now I'm going to show you where we can brew mead. So we go down into the basement, and this bit works on new and existing games. So you'll actually build this no matter what, which is pretty fun. You make the mead barrels, and then we can go to the mead barrel and activate it, and we get some Noir mead cider out of that. The components are removed. Again, this is just a little script that I made that makes these things work. And do it again, get some more Noir mead cider, and then if you don't have any, it will just say you need more fermented honey. And that's it. So we got some fermented, we can make some mead, we can make some butter. I overhauled the lights, I incorporated the library with the inspiration of some other modders' work, and then with permission of another modder, I was able to implement this cool little armory back here in Falkreath only for the armory. Everything else works in every single house. Anyways, that's all, guys. I hope you enjoyed the little showcase, and I hope you guys have a great day.